hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Right now is another episode of Low Nose Boxing. Pardon me, I just had a little bit of gas right now. Anyway, we're gonna talk about these upcoming fights that's on the horizon. In March, we got David Benavidez, who's gonna take on Caleb Plant at 168 pounds. At 135 for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. In May, we got Vasyl Lomachenko, who's about to face off with Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. And that's a fight that has an interesting, it's basically an interesting styles clash. Because Lomachenko is known as the Matrix. He's been in the pound for pound rankings for a long time until he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Then he had 2 wins afterwards against Nakatani and Richard Comey. Following that, he had a little layoff because Lomachenko had to go to the war to serve his country in the Ukraine, right? He came back in his last fight and fought young undefeated contender by the name of Jamie Ortiz, right? And that was a very tough fight for Lomachenko. Lomachenko left that fight with people doubting him. People feel that now he has no chance of beating Devin Haney. People feel like Lomachenko might be past his prime and he might be washed up. People are saying that Devin Haney is going to beat Lomachenko easily. I very much disagree with the easy part because I've seen this story before. Example, back in the day when Pernell Whitaker was past his prime, on his way to a mega fight with Oscar De La Hoya, he took on a Cuban Olympian by the name of Hurtado. And Hurtado was actually beating Pernell Whitaker until Pernell Whitaker stopped him in the last round. So going into the Oscar De La Hoya fight, people thought that Oscar De La Hoya was just going to walk through Pernell Whitaker because he had the youth and the size advantage over Pernell Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker, despite being past his prime, still had a lot in the gas tank and put up such a competitive fight against Oscar De La Hoya that there are many people that still believe Pernell Whitaker won that fight. And I say that to say this. I'm not going to write Lomachenko off just because he's past his prime, just because he had a tough fight with Jamie Ortiz. You see, Devin Haney, despite being bigger, taller, faster, more reach, Devin Haney's not known for being an explosive puncher. Now, if you know boxing, you know that Vasyl Lomachenko does not fight too well off the back foot. Yes, his footwork is phenomenal, but his footwork is more like when he comes in with the feints, head movement, side steps, gives you different angles. That's where his footwork is at its best. He does not fight well when he's backing up. He does not move back in circles using the jab. He likes to take the angles. When he fought Teofimo Lopez, he felt the power, and he was on the back foot for the majority of that fight. Same thing when he fought Orlando Solido. So my thing is that if Devin Haney cannot get Lomachenko's respect and get Lomachenko to fight off the back foot, then Devin Haney's going to have to find a different style to beat Lomachenko, which means that he's going to try to outbox him, which we haven't seen anybody outbox Lomachenko from the outside before, because Lomachenko does know how to take the angles away. So Devin Haney does have the height, does have the reach, does have the youth. But going into this fight, Devin Haney is going to be the favorite. Lomachenko is going to be the underdog. So if Lomachenko wins this fight, it's bigger for him than Haney beating Lomachenko, because people are already perceiving Lomachenko as being past his prime. I personally believe it's going to be a very tough, exciting fight, what you call a high-speed chess match. So I'm really looking forward to that fight. And then we got David Benavidez against Caleb Plant. This fight can turn out one of two ways. It could be a fight where Caleb Plant is boxing him, keeping him at range with the jab to the stomach and using a lot of movement and feints, sort of like what Floyd Mayweather did against Diego Corrales, who was also a taller fighter who applies pressure, who does not fight a tall man's fight. Floyd Mayweather kept catching him with that stabbing left jab to the body. He'll feint up top like he's gonna throw the jab and then stick you to the body with the jab. He kept doing that all night. And then he would feint him like he's going down and then coming right back up with the left hook. Now Caleb Plant in his last fight did show surprising punching power when he knocked out the Darrell Ball. He knocked him out with one shot, a left hook, put him to sleep. So he does show that he has power when he sits down on his punches. Now David Benavidez has been dropped before. He has. And Caleb Plant has speed to go along with that punching power. The reason why I'm saying all of this is if David Benavidez has trouble holding up to Plant's punching power, then this fight can be very similar to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Diego Corrales. However, if Benavidez can take the power and cut the ring off, and if Caleb Plant does get tired, he can be in trouble because Jose Benavidez has a very good gas tank. He throws sharp, fast combinations with power. So this is a fight where Benavidez could either stop Caleb Plant late, or Caleb Plant could possibly stop him late or win a decision. In my opinion, this is a 50-50 fight or more like a 60-40 fight. And I say 60-40 because Plant has already been beaten before by stoppage. Benavidez, on the other hand, doesn't know what it feels like to lose as a professional fighter. These are very big fights that we got coming up in boxing. And then we got Inoue, the monster, who's about to fight against Cool Boy Stephen Fulton from Philadelphia. I'm kind of rooting for him. You know, I'm a little biased in that area because Stephen Fulton is from Philly. However, this is a dangerous fight for Stephen Fulton. Inoue is a dangerous, accurate puncher. He has very good hand speed. He knows how to cut the ring off. And his punch placement and accuracy is incredible. But Stephen Fulton is also a slick boxer with a high-level skill set. So with that, I'm really looking forward to the fights we have coming up this year, 2023. That's how I carry it. And like I said before, like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back to talk more boxing. I'm out.